Hey Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a January reading for you guys. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and 8th house placements. I was going to do a private pick a pile tomorrow where you pay me. I have a description on my community, but if you guys have any suggestions for like any kind of live readings or any kind of pick a piles or anything like that, please let me know. You could write it under that that update. But all right, so I'm gonna see what's going on with Scorpio. Two main cards, no reversals for the main energies going into January. Okay, so what has Scorpio got going on for January? These are too many cards. I only want two, so I'm gonna shuffle a little bit. You know what, these just popped out at me, so I'm gonna take them. The Sun and Three of Wands. Interesting. So you guys are really looking forward to brighter times ahead, okay? You are getting in touch with what makes you really happy. You're planning for the future. You might be sort of waiting for something to get like ignited here with these fires, like, and the Sun, okay? You're kind of waiting for things to kind of initiate, but I also feel like you're going into this year with a really positive attitude and you're really ready to put the past behind you, okay? So that is cool. Let's see what you want to put behind you in terms of what you're grieving or letting go. I'm just going to pull two cards for this as well. What is Scorpio letting go as they go into the new year here, January? This is like in 2 days. Aroma and memories, wow, and 777. Rapid soul development that comes from challenging times. You guys are letting go of the negative memories, I feel like, okay? You're ready for your soul to evolve, whatever that looks like. Some of you guys might have had really traumatic memories from this year or just other years that just kind of kept going, okay? But then aroma memories is also like a sweet memory. So some of you just might be letting go of the negativity around everything and trying to remember the good times as well. So I just feel like you guys are in a really positive place going into this year. If you're seeing 777, know that your angels are communicating to you and this is just confirmation, okay? But that your soul is going to go through a lot of transformation and development as we go into January. And I'm going to pull from this Healers of the Earth Oracle and see what is supporting you guys as you go into January, okay? So I'm going to just pull two cards for this as well. What is supporting Scorpio as they move into January here? We've got dashing through the snow, minor setbacks, delays, and roadblocks. Okay. Dashing through the snow. So what's supporting you is this ability, I feel like, to let go of these minor setbacks and delays, but also know that divine timing is supporting you. So if something didn't work out as quickly as you wanted, knowing that for some reason the universe didn't feel like you were quite ready. Cloud formations, clouded thoughts, indecision, and confusion. That's very interesting. So I feel like you weren't quite clear in this decision you were making, so the universe kind of put the reins on this to give you like the right timing to make this decision, okay? So if there are any major big decisions that you had to make and the universe didn't have them make for you, know that there was a reason for that, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go into what is going on with the feminine and the masculine, all right? We're gonna start with the Mystic Moon Oracle, and we're going to clarify it by wisdom of the house of the night here, okay? So the feminine are in her head, heart, and physical space, and the masculine as well in those spaces, all right? Now I have that song, Dashing Through the Snow, and one horse open sleigh. Maybe that's a significant song for you guys, too, that reminds you of a Christmas party or a significant other or something like that, a memory, all right? I don't know. All right, so starting off with the feminine and how she's feeling in her headspace here. Divine timing, I just said that, and playful. Wow, okay, so I feel like she's using her time to just have fun right now. Also, that is kind of what the sun is about. She realizes it's time to just enjoy herself. So I feel like that's where she's at right now. She just wants to enjoy herself and make the most of the time that she has here on Earth, or just in any situation. The number I have here is 44 as well, okay? In her heart space, I've got, she's wishing for, wow, her masculine to return and be honest with her. So this is very interesting. I like this combination. So in her heart space, she's hoping he returns. I feel like in the meantime, she is trying to enjoy her life, but she's hoping he comes and delivers her some honesty that maybe he couldn't give her before. And that could have been what the initial 3 of Wands is. It's like you're having fun, but you're also a little bit waiting on something or someone, okay? I love that. Crossroads and High Priestess of Earth is where she's at with her physical space. So she's trying to make really solid decisions. And that's what I was saying before with the indecision. Like, she was confused and indecisive. And I feel like she's really trying to use her intuition to make these solid choices. She could also be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But she's really like watching where her feet go on the earth, and like every move she makes, she's trying to be very smart about her decisions here. That's where her physical space is at. She might feel like she's at a crossroads where she has to make a decision whether she leaves or stays with the masculine, or a certain situation that she's in, okay? Wow, oh my God. The masculine is trapped with his karmic partner in his mental space. He doesn't see a way out of this. So if your masculine is with someone and you feel like they're not with the right person, you may be right about this, because he feels trapped in this karmic partnership for whatever reason. Maybe this person's dependent on him. Maybe he just feels like he doesn't know how to say no. He's in a codependent situation. He isn't used to standing up for whatever he wants to do. But I feel like he feels this is in his mental space. So in his mind, he's trapped. He might not even be trapped, but he feels trapped. Wow. In his heart space, he's afraid of fulfillment. He's afraid of actually returning to his feminine and having this joy, because maybe, you know, if you're a Scorpio, he's mirroring that Scorpio energy of sort of like a self-sabotage, self-destruction kind of energy. So in his heart of hearts, he might be afraid of being abandoned. If he does come to his feminine, then she's going to leave him. And if he's really happy, what if he loses it? So this is a very significant thing. He might also have an issue with drinking here. He might be afraid, you know, to not be drunk, or to be in reality, or something like that. He might be an alcoholic, something like that, okay? In his physical space, this is so interesting. I just said he might be self-sabotaging. So in his physical space, I feel like what he needs to do is surrender to the idea of being successful. You know, some people, they say, are afraid of, not fear, but of achieving things. And he might be like that because he might feel like once he gets everything, then there's more potential for him to lose it. So what's interesting is I had the fear, and now I have the surrender to success. So I feel like this success would also mean reuniting with his counterpart and having this divine connection, but he might be really afraid of having that because he might have abandonment issues, and he might really feel like he could lose that, okay? So I'm going to pull some more tarot and see what else is going on with Scorpio for January, okay? What else is going on with Scorpio here? Five of Wands, okay? So she's battling something. Could be with an earth sign, but we have Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I feel like she's trying to be independent and start this new beginning, but she might feel like she can't really get what she wants here, okay? We've got a lot of major arcanas. We've got a Four of Cups, so we've got the Lovers, Judgment, Strength. Definitely could be dealing with a Leo. I got that energy in the beginning with the Sun, and now I have the Strength card. I feel like in her heart of hearts, she knows what she wants, and she definitely wants to start new and has this idea of this dream that she wants with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, okay? She's really dreaming big here, but she might have some rejection in the past from multiple lovers, okay? Could be dealing with a Gemini as well. But I feel like there's going to be this point where, you know, there's all this fighting, there's all this battles, even within her own self, where she's going to come to this place of peace, where she's remembering the strength within her, okay? So I have the Judgment next to the Strength. I feel like she's going to remember this warrior within her that was able to overcome anything. And she's going to be very self-sufficient and strong on her own, all right? So I do feel like, remember, in her heart of hearts, she's waiting for a return from her masculine, but that might be also tied to this, like, abandonment wound she has that, you know, everyone leaves her, and in order for her to be healed, she needs to see that he didn't leave her. But I feel like she's going to eventually find in her heart of hearts that all these love dynamics that didn't go right were meant for her greater good, were meant to show her strength, and she doesn't really need anyone until she really finds that self-love. And as cheesy as that sounds, and, you know, it seems so cliche, you can't love anyone until you love yourself. I don't really believe that, but I just feel like a part of this Scorpio's energy is realizing how to nurture herself. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. It's not like you can love someone if you haven't reached that point, but I feel like you can't have that ultimate fulfillment, that card that I pull with the masculine, until you really realize this sense of worth and this sense of strength that you have on your own, okay? But I love this Judgment card because she's like remembering how her soul has like come out on top and evolved and come around in every situation that she's been in, okay? Scorpio, it's a beautiful reading so far here. I'm going to pull from a couple more from signs from Spirit and just see what other messages I have for January here. For Scorpio. Roles, depressed, and shelter. I feel like she's been kind of pulled in a lot of different directions too, maybe, you guys. You've had to play these roles where you just, the more and more you played them, the more and more you got detached from your true selves. And you did it because it kept you safe in like feeling like, well, as long as you're making other people happy, you feel kind of vindicated and this validation. And it was sort of like this hiding from, it was like this shelter from really being as strong as you are and people seeing you for who you really are. So I feel like as long as you're doing that, you're going to be depressed because you're not honoring your true self. But once you take like these hats off and you just be who you are, I feel like you're going to finally find that like sun, okay? Because you had depressed here. I feel like the sun is about you just being immersed in this sense of self-love, okay? So that's really beautiful. All right, so I'm going to pull from the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 and see what your counterpart wants to say to you that they haven't communicated to you, okay? Scorpios. I still remember the good times we shared. Guys, that's what I pulled in the beginning, the memories, letting go of the bad times and remembering the good times. I love that. And so I do feel like you guys had a lot of battles, and I feel like both of you are coming to realize more of like the bright times that you shared. I'm trying to take responsibility for my actions. Please know this. I'm working towards a better future. That's also you guys, and I don't know if I'm cut out for this. So the masculine's fears, I think, come from a lot of his own self-doubt, and he makes these excuses to keep love at a distance because then he doesn't have to get hurt. So he does all these things of like convincing himself that he's just doing what he has to do for his future, but really he's protecting himself from getting hurt, okay? But I love this because I feel like this is what I said in the beginning, that you're remembering the good times and forgetting about the bad times. And I feel like as you do that, the masculine will also rise to that vibration as well, okay? Thank you for tuning in, Scorpios. I loved your reading, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.